Carl Lobel. I'm with the Vermont Historical Society. I'm here with the live streaming of the Big Dig, digging up a time capsule that was buried in 1976. The live streaming is brought to you by Mad River Valley TV, Public Access TV on local channels 44 and 45. There are two cameramen, I think, from Mad River TV, Chris and John. The claw digger is in place, and the machine operator is getting ready to drop the claw down and start digging. We don't know how much digging will be involved. A member of the town crew has got a shovel, and here he goes. He's making his first cut with the claw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, none of them are strong enough other than right here. Yeah.
It's a beautiful day in Warren, May 19th, 2026. Not quite 50 years since the capsule was buried. The time capsule was buried after the 4th of July parade, July 4th of 1976. We have a pretty good crowd here of local people, Warren residents, Mad River Valley residents.
People who were here, I haven't seen 50 years ago.
There are quite a few people here who were participated in the Warren 4th of July parade in 1976 and built the float, the Prickly Mountain float, which had the eagle and the egg, and inside the egg was the time capsule. I see Jim Sanford is here, Pierre Mafoy, Trav, Alex McClay, Mac Rude. They were all involved, Candy Bar. They were all involved in the 4th of July parade float. For the Mad River Valley TV. You were all part of the 1976 4th of July parade float. This is Candy Bar and Trav. What inspired the time capsule? Where did that idea come from? Yes, I know, but
there was two floats actually. A bird float and an egg float.
The eagle with the nest.
Okay, but who is somebody in planning the float? You always plan to have a time capsule to be buried.
Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. I don't know if you're going to get it. Picture in all lowercase, all one word.
Yeah, that's the best one that I have signal for. It's right here. So
P-I-C-C-H-E-R-I-N-N, all lowercase. I just tried it in the driveway. It kicked me off once, and I tried it a second time. I got back on.
So picture in all lowercase. That's it.
It should work if you're close enough.
Trying now. Hold on.
Okay, so you want to do some like maybe here
Yeah, I'm on. I think I'm on. Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Got it. This one. Thank you.
The one who's recording.
Yeah. She's gonna write something for the next time.
So they're doing a whole program at the bookstore where a bunch of write things. I guess you can do a follow-up in September when they dig, when they put in.
There you go. This has got to be green. Yeah, there you go.
We may not have recorded that.
Nothing.
Yeah, because I was paying attention to something else. I'm sorry. Yeah, so if you just want to...
You got nothing.
Yeah, it's got to be green. Otherwise, we won't get anything.
Okay, we're starting over again. Pierre, we have lots of time. I'm here at the Big Dig with Pierre Beaufoy, who was involved.
I've been rehearsing.
Yeah, this was a rehearsal. So, Pierre, you were involved in planning the
I might have.
1976 Prickly Mountain float of an eagle.
Right.
And according to your recollection,
Yeah.
the decision to bury the gondola, which was the eagle's egg, was made after the parade.
Right.
And possibly a Dave Sellers idea, gather some stuff up,
Right.
bury it here. You had Rupert Blair's.
Go ahead.
You had Rupert Blair's backhoe, and you buried the gondola right here. And there was a second egg
Yeah.
and a second time capsule.
No second egg. We did something else up there.
A second time capsule was buried at Prickly Mountain.
Correct.
And you're going to dig that one up soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask Sanford exactly the date, but it's pretty close.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Trav.
Yeah,
Hi. This is Trav, who was here in 1976.
yes.
What I thought I was recording previously was on mute. So we're doing this over again.
Okay.
So, Trav, tell me what your role was in July, 4th of July preparation for the parade.
Well, as usual, I worked on the float, and that was the year we had two floats because it was one for an eagle and one for its nest. And the nest had a gondola in it for an egg. And I don't remember exactly what details I worked on, but I do remember coming.
Pierre Maufoy said that the time capsule idea did not precede the float building, but it happened after the float was built and the parade was over, and someone said, "What do we do with this now?" And somebody said, "Bury it." Is that your recollection?
I don't have a recollection. All I know is it got buried, and I remember thinking and looking how it was buried that it may not be the best preservation job ever. So,
Are you aware that, according to Pierre, there was a second time capsule that was buried at Prickly Mountain?
no, I guess maybe I heard that, but I don't know any details of that at all.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to talk to Candy Bar. Candy Bar? When I interviewed you previously, the microphone was on mute. So I have to start all over again. I've gotten some information from Pierre Maufoy. This is Candy Bar, who was president in July 1976. And
I wasn't. I just was visiting. This was my first 4th of July with Tom. I came up with Tom Lucky. And
Okay.
he was one of the instrumental designers of the float.
were you involved in the building of the float?
Absolutely.
And do you recall,
Tom was doing eyeballs inside that moved. And
do you recall the
paint the eyeballs.
Pierre Maufoy says that the decision to bury the gondola was made after the parade,
That's very entirely possible.
and that it was not actually a time capsule till after the parade.
That's entirely possible.
Well, thank you. I'm trying to wrap that part up. I'm going to talk to Jim Sanford next and see what his recollection
Or
is.
get somebody with a crossover and ask Dave Sellers from below.
That would be very helpful. Jim Sanford.
Yeah, again.
I'm back. The microphone was on mute.
Okay.
So we're starting over again. And I since we had a chance to rehearse this, I got some very good information from Pierre Maufoy, which is somewhat contradictory.
Okay.
So, Jim Sanford, you were here in 1976.
Yes.
You were involved in the building of the float.
Yes.
And what do you remember about the building of the float, the creation of the float?
Well, it was the Bicentennial,
So we decided to do an eagle, an American eagle, you know, to celebrate the bicentennial. We always build a big crazy float, and that year we did an eagle.
Trav said that there were two floats.
Yes.
One float had an eagle, the other float was the nest.
That's correct. That was behind the eagle. The nest with the egg on it, the big egg.
But the egg didn't look like an egg.
It looked like a gondola.
It looked like a gondola.
That it looked like an egg wasn't important to us.
Okay.
It was big and sort of semi-round, so good enough.
Okay, so now during the parade, what was in the gondola?
Some of the stuff that some of the stuff that we wanted to preserve was in it during the parade. But we may have put it all in when we buried it. I don't remember.
That's Pierre's memory.
Yeah.
Pierre said that there was nothing in the gondola.
He's probably right.
And that the idea of burying it came after the parade.
Yeah, no, we buried it after the parade. The idea of burying it was that was going to.
That was always the plan.
Yeah,
always
we buried
the plan.
it after the parade.
But it was buried after the parade.
We couldn't have a truck in here. You know, we couldn't do this with all
Excellent.
these people around.
So,
yeah,
you gathered the material to put into the gondola.
yeah.
After the parade.
No, we had it, we gathered a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Dave ran back and forth to the Warren store and got stuff to put in, and, we all had some stuff, I guess. I don't really.
It was what went in the gondola was quite random.
Oh, very random.
And no planning.
You got to remember, we were all in our 20s.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. So according to Pierre, there was a second time capsule buried at Prickly Mountain.
That's correct. That was only a 25-year one. I believe we buried it at Woodrow Travers' birthday, and that was only going to be 25 years, and it's been probably 35 years or 40 years since then.
50 years.
Yeah. So
it's at Trav's house?
No, it's at the Prickly Pond. So I think I talked to Joel Taplin, and he was thinking maybe we would try and dig that one up too this year.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your input.
You're welcome.
I am watching the digging proceed. The hole is getting bigger, and this is being live streamed by Mad River Valley TV, channel 44 and 45, local access cable TV. Live streaming from Warren, Vermont on May 19, 2026. Digging up a time capsule that was buried in July of 1976. The time capsule was a gondola that was part of a float in the parade. The gondola was an egg shape, and it was in a nest. The second float, the first part of the float was the eagle. The second float was the egg.
Very good.
We have a nice crowd here today. It's a beautiful day. I see a lot of local people. There are probably some Mad River Valley people as well as Warren Village people. And we are all curious to see what will happen. The Warren road crew is doing the digging. There are a bunch of kids sitting here eagerly waiting for this to show up. I think some of these kids may be taking part in the process of uncovering the items that are in the time capsule. It's very windy.
Are you still live?
Yes.
Okay.
You're the face of the Historical Society, bud.
The voice.
Carl.
I need between this and
Mac Rude, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Were you present in July of 1976?
I was, for sure, yeah.
And were you involved in building the float?
I was definitely involved.
Could you tell us what your job was on in the float?
Well, I think at that point our technology was still saplings. You know, we've graduated to PVC pipe now, but so I think mostly I was working with saplings and trying to shape.
Was this your first parade?
Thank you, sir. No, it was, I guess, the fourth.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, tell us your recollection of the evolution of the idea of having a time capsule. Where did was that always part of the plan? Did it evolve?
I wasn't directly involved with the time capsule. I was more working on the float itself. And as you, I'm sure, know, with the prickly float, you got like 50 or 100 people working on it. And the cool thing about it is that different subgroups go off and, oh, I think I'll make an egg, or oh, I think I'll make a nest, or whatever.
Do you recall how the decision was made to actually bury the time capsule? My understanding from Pierre Maufoy was that the time capsule was not actually a time capsule during the parade. It became a time capsule after the parade. That the decision to bury it was made after the parade, and then all the people involved in building the float started putting things into the gondola. This is weeks after the parade. Pierre Maufoy had Rupert Blair's backhoe, and he buried the gondola here.
I think, with my fuzzy 50-year-old recollection, that's about correct.
Did you contribute anything to the
I did, and I can't remember what I did. I don't think it was anything terribly valuable.
I understand that Dave Sellers was going around gathering things up from everywhere and just putting them
in there, yeah.
So, are you an engineer by training?
Architect by training.
An architect. As a professional, would you say that the time capsule was properly sealed?
Well, the other thing I am, besides an architect, is a fiberglass manufacturer. We had a composting toilet concern at the time, making composting toilets out of fiberglass. And I can assure you that this particular fiberglass vessel was not sealed up in any way. And just looking in that hole now, it's filling up with water as we speak, I bet that thing, once we get it out of there, is just a muddy mush.
So the gondola was made out of fiberglass?
Yeah. That's yeah.
Your recollection?
That's my recollection. It might have had a metal frame to it, but it's a sugar bush gondola. I'm pretty sure that the bulk of it was fiberglass, but...
And as someone who manufactured products using fiberglass in 1976, your belief is that sitting in, being exposed to water for 50 years would have caused the gondola fiberglass to disintegrate.
Well, no, I'm sure the fiberglass is just fine, but it doesn't prevent the water from getting into the gondola. I mean, around the door, around the window.
So the time capsule was porous, but durable.
Exactly.
So we will have an egg filled with yolk.
Exactly, yeah. Scrambled egg, probably.
Okay, well, Mac Rude, who has experience with these things, with fiberglass, believes the likelihood is that we will open up a gondola, an egg-shaped gondola that'll have a yolk inside, the consistency of an egg yolk.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that would be quite a disappointment.
It will. This whole crowd is going to have to, go home and who knows what.
I'm going to turn my microphone towards Shannon, who has organized this event. Mac has built things out of fiberglass in 1976. And the gondola was made out of fiberglass.
Was it? I was thinking
Yes.
steel.
No. The frame might have been steel, but the gondola itself was fiberglass, according to Mac. And according to Mac, the fiberglass will survive for a long, long time. But it is porous. The doors of the gondola, all the connected parts of the gondola are porous and would let water in.
Yeah.
Mac's belief is that the contents of the egg will look like
The bottom of a septic
yolk.
tank.
That's a good. He actually built composting toilets in 1976.
Oh.
So yes, it
So
will
this
look.
might be the best preserved composting toilet he's ever been a part of.
It could be.
See, they've uncovered.
So this is your best preserved composting toilet you've ever seen.
Witnesses tell me that the backhoe has uncovered the gondola, the time capsule. I'm going to walk a little closer and get a better look. There are holes in it and a puddle of water on top. There are holes. You can see holes in
Oh
it.
yeah. Well, the road crew said they put in one hole when they were digging for the electrical supply.
Hi.
I know I was here for.
What?
I was here for this originally.
Connie, how are you?
I'm fine.
Connie, tell us what your recollection of the 4th of July parade in 1976 was.
I remember more the big dig to bury the gondola than I remember the parade because there have been so many parades, one every year. So this was a big event. And it was a lark.
What is your recollection of the burying of the egg time capsule? That
Just lots of laughter, lots of fun.
But it happened after the parade, or not the day of the parade, but
I
afterwards.
think it did, but I don't recall that. It was 50 years ago.
I don't want you to be history.
Yeah, it seemed like a singular event because I remember we did it in the morning, is my memory. And we were all down here, having a good old time, and it was a lark.
Trav's recollection is similar, and Mac Rude and Jim Sanford, they said that weeks after the 4th of July, they said, what are we going to do with this time capsule or this gondola?
Right.
And the idea was always to bury it, but now they started gathering things up. Did you put anything in the time capsule?
Yeah, I think I did. What I remember is putting a Bob Dylan album in there.
Connie remembers putting a Bob Dylan album. That's a beautiful thing. Do you happen to remember what album it was?
No, Brad was asking me about that. I don't. I think it's the one where he was walking in the village.
Yes.
Remember, it was an early one.
Yes, very good album.
Early times, but I don't remember what the album was called. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out. Oh, yeah. Well, good. Well, I'm glad that our memories somewhat aligned because it has been.
The digging continues. The top of the gondola has been uncovered. I'm not quite sure how they're going to manage to get it out of the ground. I believe they'll probably, I see road crew members with shovels So they're likely to be digging by hand to finish the process. I imagine that if they continued with the backhoe, they would probably destroy the gondola. So that the completion of the dig will have to be with shovels. And the road crew is getting in position with their shovels, and they're going to start digging. This could take quite a while.
And what do you think will be the state that this will be left in? Because I hear the talk that
MacRood built composting toilets in 1976 out of fiberglass. And he said the gondola was made out of fiberglass, and the likelihood is that the inside of the gondola will be a puddle.
I've heard that talk.
That water, the gondola was not designed to keep water out. And no effort was made in burying it to seal it.
We didn't think 50 years ahead at that time.
I believe that's correct. So this has been a fun event, and it's still going on. It is now 10 o'clock. They've been digging for about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. People are hovering over the hole, taking pictures with their camera. Everybody wants a picture. There's 2 members of the road crew are in the hole with shovels and busy digging away.
You should interview the road crew. Did they ever think they'd be doing something like this?
Well, they've been planning it, yes.
Yeah, but I mean generally.
It's not part of the job description. Thank you.
Probably completely covered in mold and moisture. Oh yeah, they using something. Really? How do they do that? I don't know. Some battery power. Dude, I got a video of it. It's an archaeological dig. Haven't seen you in a while. Carl, you okay? You alright?
So, have you...
Yeah, it sounds great. You're doing great.
How do I mute this?
Just once.
Which, right here or here?
That guy, yeah. Now it's muted. Looks great. Sounds great.
Good.
We're doing it.
Excellent.
I'm just trying to get some power from my computer. We're going to be here for a while.
I'm trying to find...
remember we were the first. I was in 6th grade. Maybe
Chris Bain, how are you?
well, Carl, how are you?
I am recording the live streaming of the Big Dig.
Yes.
And I was told that you were living in the village in 1976. You were in grammar school.
I was in elementary school here in Warren. I don't think I was living in the village, but that doesn't matter. Trevor Atkinson, who was also in elementary school with me at the time.
Hi.
And so we were just talking about remembering putting things in there.
Do you remember putting something in the time
I
capsule?
don't remember what it was.
We don't remember what we put in, but we were definitely been curious as to
Your name is?
Trevor Atkinson.
Trevor. So you were in elementary school at the time?
5th or 6th grade.
Excellent. And did you live in the village?
No, I lived up in West Warren, up on the mountain.
And did you attend the 4th of July parade?
Every year.
Every year.
Decades.
What was the
My
first
dad
parade?
used to organize it. He was one of the organizers.
Excellent. What year was your first parade?
Oh my God.
Was
Probably 70.
It's starting to smell
We
septic.
moved here in 69,
Okay. Where did you come from?
New Hampshire.
And where did Peter come from? New York?
Connecticut, I
No,
thought.
Greenwich, Connecticut.
Greenwich, Connecticut.
That one got moved.
So we have here two gentlemen who were in elementary school in 1976. They attended the parade, and after the parade, they put items into the egg, the time capsule.
Sugar Bush Gondola.
The Sugar Bush Gondola. Do you recall when the burying of the egg took place?
I think it was sometime after the 4th.
I think it was in September after we were in school.
Okay, well this is some people have told me it was a couple of weeks after the parade. Nobody can remember when, except for they know it was not buried on the 4th of July.
For sure it was.
For sure.
My memory.
They're making some more progress here with the backhoe, and water is bubbling up. I think they've definitely, would you say that they have gotten to, I can see something red.
What a mess.
I can see something red that looks to be the top of the gondola. There are individual items that are floating to the top, to the surface, and are being recovered by the road crew.
We still are, but did he get
I can see the top of the gondola. There's a tennis ball, two containers of something, and a lot of water, and
Jane Mansfield hot water.
according to Jim Sanford, they just pulled out the Jane Mansfield hot water bottle, which is in the shape of a attractive woman wearing a bikini. It's the Jane Mansfield hot water bottle, according to Jim Sanford. It is not exactly identifiable at the moment.
Carl's like doing the.
There are some other little things. I can see the road crew member. He's standing on top of the gondola. And there's a, there's a puddle of water there.
Wow, you came all the way here for this.
So who are you with?
Mad River Valley TV.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, thanks for
Local access TV, channel 44 and 45. Candy bar, is this something? Birth control?
Yeah, birth control pills.
Okay, I'm gonna get the. Chris, could you put the? Could you photograph Candy Bar? She has an item that was. This is Candy Bar. She was here at the parade in 1976, and she has recovered the item that she put into the time capsule.
I was actually on the float, and I would hop out of the Eagle's Head to sing Happy Birthday and conduct Happy Birthday, and the eyeballs were being mechanically moved sort of in and around.
Okay, so tell us about this item. Chris, are you getting a photograph of the item?
For a time capsule.
Is that a birth control pill?
This is a container, yeah.
What?
That's your week off, yeah. I'm not
The item that Candy buried in the time capsule is a packet of birth control pills.
Yeah. 76, you know, the Vietnam War's over, everybody's celebrating.
Could you open that up again?
Yeah. This is
It was
that's the week off. You push these out and they come out this side.
so it was used.
Yes, it was used. And it worked. But I will say, IUDs I recommend the best. These are a little too chemical. And diaphragms don't work.
Okay, we get some input onto birth control.
Yeah, there you
Thank
go.
you very much.
Sure.
And so far, you are one of two people who have recovered the items that they put in. Apparently, do you remember the Jane Mansfield hot water bottle?
Well, I don't remember seeing it honestly, but I believe them. That would be true. But I also put some other things in.
Okay, well, let's go get them.
One was a treasure map, though.
No, that's not going to look
Martha's Vineyard, where we used to go. So, that'll be too bad.
I know. But I think they're not going to do it. I saw that.
Candy, and you know what? Is that why Trillium's here now? Because you put it in? No, a diaphragm. Didn't work.
Was it empty?
Are we shaking it to see
Trav,
water?
Trav, do you know who put the Jane Mansfield water bottle in the time capsule?
I think it was me. Jim thinks it's him. So.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I have stuff in it. I know that.
Candy Bar recovered her the item, one of the items that she put in. So, so we have Trav and Jim are both claiming ownership of the Jane Mansfield water.
It belonged to Jim, but Trav put it in.
It belonged to Jim Sanford.
Oh, okay.
And Trav placed it in the time capsule. Well, right now we're at a pause. The machine has stopped digging because any further digging would cause damage to the gondola shell.
They're going to hook it, and they found the top of it, and they're going to take that chain, I think, and lift it up.
I just was told by Alex McClade that I can see there the metal hook at the top of the gondola. They are going to attach a chain to the gondola hook and try to lift it out. Hopefully it will not rip the top off. This has been very, very exciting. I am standing next to Lisa Loomis, the publisher of the Valley Reporter.
Hello, everybody. This is very exciting.
I was going to ask you, what is your reaction to this?
It's pretty fun.
Were you in Warren in the 4th of July, 1976?
I was not.
What was your first 4th of July parade?
1985.
1985. So the hook has been attached, and the machine is lifting. The bucket is lifting. This chain is fully taut, and moving very ever so slightly. It's now pulling. It's now pulling. It's now pulling. I think they might stop and try and remove some more dirt.
Yeah, right.
And then you're not going to talk to me.
Dorothy Todd. I'm recording the live streaming on Mad River Valley TV. I'm talking to Dorothy Todd. Were you here in 1976?
That's what I want to see. I clearly was in Warren in 1996, and I was the town historian.
1976.
No, it's 1970. I was the town historian at the time, and I wrote about this for the town report of 1976. And I don't know whether I put something in there or not. That's partly what I wanted to see.
Did you participate in the parade?
You're asking a hard question.
They have stopped the digging. They are concerned that the chain will rip the top off of the gondola, and they need to remove more dirt. They need to remove more dirt before trying to lift the gondola. So the digging with the backhoe is resuming.
I had the end of my berm.
Chris, how many birth control?
Lisa Loomis, do you have any other comments about this?
What's inside it is amazing. I can't wait to see the rest. What do you think is going to be inside?
A mess?
A mess.
How are they going to transport it to the firehouse?
I've interviewed Jim Sanford, Trav, Alex McClay, Pierre Mafroy, Mac Rude, and quite a few others who were involved in building the float. And they said it was a totally random event, and no effort was made to seal the gondola.
Well, duct tape, I heard.
Duct tape? That's the first I've heard. Candy Bar says...
Jimmy said they put plywood over the window and just regular paint.
Put plywood over what?
Over the window in the gondola. So there was
it's like trying to get my brother...
According to Candy Bar, when the gondola was buried, they put a piece of plywood over the window and painted paint.
When we did the Prickly burial 25 years later at the Wadsworth Common, they actually sealed the gondola properly with tar.
Okay. I see Jim Sanford is opening up
talk to Mary Mafroy,
the Jane Mansfield hot water bottle. And there's some... They found something inside the Jane Mansfield hot water bottle.
Greg,
what is it? Yeah, not just chairs. Yeah, so it's not like...
Chris, they've opened up the Jane Mansfield hot water bottle, and there are things inside, and they are taking them out. Whoops. Could you step to the side, and the camera will film what you're taking out of the hot water bottle. So we have Pierre Mafroy and Shannon are taking things out of the Jane Mansfield hot water bottle. Trav, what did they find in the hot water bottle?
Paparazzis are really involved.
A hologram is inside you.
A hologram? There's a hologram inside the hot water bottle. Pierre Mafroy, what is it you're holding in your hand?
This guy's had a bottle cap phobia.
What is it?
A bottle cap. You should see the collection he's got at his house. Thousands and thousands. That's when it started.
That was my first bottle cap. Clean thing up a little bit. Clean thing up a little bit. So no water came out.
Well, the J. Mansfield hot water bottle is definitely the big hit of the time capsule.
I would say birth control.
And the birth control pills.
I just went back on the mute.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, at the shop we met, right? Oh, that's so great. Awesome. That's so great. That's amazing. I know. Oh, that is so fun. Yeah, Megan. Yeah, yeah. Oh, right. And challenging. She failed a few of people. Just people I met in the valley were like, oh yeah, I had there. I know, can you... Up here, like 10 kids. She's just like... Yeah, all of it. I mean, what a role model. I'm so glad you did. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. Full circle. Two kids. Yeah, they're in their 20s and they're living elsewhere. Yeah. It won't be long. It's temporary, but he's being a good boyfriend, you know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't know. But they won't stay. I mean, I hope that's not the Oh, perfect. Great, yeah. Great little trips, right? Yeah.
I've got one who is an avid skier herself, wife and picking up every weekend.
Oh, great. Oh, perfect.
Anybody with a Leatherman?
Yeah, of course.
Something his name was on a piece of paper inside the Carl.
His mic's not on. Make sure his mic's on. It's on mute. Cool. Yeah, I know, because I saw him put it on mute. See if you can find it.
Yeah, there was a hero.
Oh, he's up there.
Yes, it is.
Joint?
Is it really? I love it.
Let's try it up. Let's try it up. Let's try it
That house is so the junior reporters over me.
Look at the camera.
The time comes.
I have a member of the road crew here. We're looking into the hole, which is filled with water, and they're pumping some of the water out, and they're attempting to free up the gondola, remove some dirt with a hand shovel. Tell me what happens after you get enough dirt removed. What will you do?
Hopefully we'll be able to move it, rock it around, and have it break free, and we'll be able to lift it out.
With the chain?
Yeah, with the chain and the excavator.
If you can get the gondola to move a little bit, you'll then be able to pull it free without breaking, hopefully, without breaking off the top. Thank you. So it looks like they have a lot more work to do. There's a a lot of rocks, a lot of mud, a lot of and water. So we will be back with the live broadcast on Mad River Valley TV, channel 44 and 45, and local access TV. Once the chain has been attached to the gondola and they attempt to free it up. Meanwhile, I can continue walking around and I'm trying to find somebody a Vermonter who lived in Warren in 1976. Okay. Is that the hologram? It's like a gorilla? Thank you.
That's the edge of it, George. Good luck.
They haven't uncovered anything new since the Jane Mansfield water bottle, but they did manage to open the water bottle, and there were things inside the water bottle. There was a bottle cap that Trav had put in the water bottle. There was a picture of a gorilla. There was a joint, a marijuana cigarette, commonly known as a joint. And there are probably other things in the water bottle. We have to get away from the hole. The backhoe is going to work. The backhoe is getting into position. The excavator is getting into position. And they are going to attempt to reattach the chain to the top of the gondola. And according to a member of the road crew, they will gently rock the gondola back and forth to break the suction and possibly lift the gondola out with the chain. It may take more than one attempt to do this. They may have to go back and dig some more. But right now they're making room for the gondola to be pulled out. But the chain has not been reattached. I will come back to you when the chain is back on. This is Carl Lobel from the Warren Historical Society narrating the events of the Big Dig in Warren, Vermont on May 19th, 2026.
When does Maggie leave on Sunday?
Wednesday, probably.
Oh, she's only there till Wednesday? Oh, next Wednesday.
Yeah, she moved it up. She might, I don't know, we'll see. Sam might come early.
I know we might have to drop it off.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm over it.
I can't take anybody with me.
Yeah, but then you can leave it soon. Okay.
I mean, you can go, and they all go.
You think it's just
I
too
asked her if
much?
she would buy it, and she said, no, that's fine.
Like,
like physically you think?
I just think it's only three of them.
Okay. Sticky it, like, just. Well, you guys really want to do that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so I think that's nice.
But I think it's not just like minding
Yeah, the physical is what I would worry about. If she fell, or if she fell and I could pick her up and help her out of the fire, really. I'm not strong enough. I don't think she died. I think it's more in the physical.
It's just less. I don't think you can like work.
I think you really have to be by her side that much.
I'm sure you could get away with it, but like if she wanted to get up and you're in the middle of a video call, you can't wait for you and then, like you need to like get up and help her with that stuff.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't think I can do that.
Like you could probably ask her to hold still most of the time.
It's hard.
What's that? Yeah, no, in 2 weeks.
It's way more than
Based on how much. 2 weeks.
Do you want to have a run down and get a sandwich or something? It's 10:36.
Whatever you feel comfortable getting back on time.
Yeah, let's just go. Kids are writing what's
I am here now with Ashley Woods. In 1976, Ashley was Ashley Jennings, the daughter of Louise and Peter Jennings. The Jennings family lived in Warren Village. I'm looking at the property now. It's the house directly across from the Warren Church.
Is there stuff in the tennis? It's fun, and then they have a party.
In July of 1976, Ashley, how old were you?
I was 7.
Do you remember the parade?
I do. And I remember the burying the time capsule.
How did that come about?
Oh, I don't know if I remember any of the details. I just remember it was the Bicentennial, and they had built this, what is this called, the bandstand, because it was set to celebrate, and they had that bell. I don't remember where the bell came from, and then the time capsule project was, I don't know, they involved the schools. I remember, I'll tell you what I remember, because I only have a little memory. I was only 7, and now I'm 56. So my friend Samantha Law was Mandy Law back then. And I each came down here. We were all in a big gang, and we had our school photos. And I want to say we had little 4th of July hats or something from the 4th of July, our flags and our hats or something. I can't quite remember, but it's a long time ago. But I definitely remember.
You're now on camera.
Oh, great.
There's the.
Okay, so that's kind of it.
So that's fun. You were 7 years old.
I was.
You were watching the parade from your house or from the property, right on the parade route with your parents, Peter and Louise Jennings.
Well,
okay.
Some iteration of that, correct? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And after the parade, not immediately after the parade, the organizers gathered up some elementary school students to participate in the.
Are they saying it was on the day of the 4th of July in the afternoon?
Okay.
I'm asking because I don't remember.
They did not bury
it. Was later. Yeah, I remember
later.
that.
I believe they buried it during school.
I do. I remember walking down in a huge gang from
so
school.
That would confirm that the time capsule was probably buried in September of '76.
That sounds right to me because it was a beautiful day. I remember this big hole having been dug. I remember walking down with the whole school and everybody. Or maybe it was just the upper grades. I can't quite remember that, or our grade, but we walked down from school.
Did they ask you to put things in the time capsule?
Yes, they did. Yes.
Do you recall putting something in?
Yes, we put in our school pictures from that year. and I think they were in a little bag. I can't quite remember, and maybe hats from the 4th of July or T-shirts or something. There were some other things we put in, but I definitely remember the pictures. I do remember my favorite memory of the 4th of July in 1976, because as you pointed out, that I grew up right there across the street from this and the whole town, it was the craziest of all 4th of Julys because of that bicentennial, and the floats were incredible and all the things were nuts. That's my 7-year-old mind. But the thing I remember most was the party went into the night, all through the night, and I know you remember, because people were just dancing in the street out here. I remember this bell ringing all night long.
I bought my house in September of '76.
So you missed it by a hair.
I was closing on the house in the summer, but the actual closing didn't take place till September of '76. And I didn't move in till September of '76.
Well, it was incredible.
But
no one cared. We were allowed to dance in the street all night. We were at 7. It was pretty awesome.
So it was not the same as the 4th of July in years after. It wasn't as well. I mean, it wasn't like.
You know, they were amazing. No,
were there events up at the school?
I don't remember anything other than that party that went on for like 24 hours here.
A 24-hour party after the parade. Well,
all right, that's enough of me.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah, we have it.
So I'm standing here, we have a tarp, and we're putting things, they're putting things on the tarp that were removed from the time capsule. There are 2 tennis balls, a roll of string, a package of birth control pills, a bottle cap, the Jane Mansfield hot water bottle, and 5-day stick deodorant container, and some other things which are not easily identifiable. The Warren Elementary School children are here, and Shannon is here, and
Be famous in the pen. Look at your super fans, dude. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
why do you have a clipboard?
To like write down like what's happening and like.
And what is your name?
Willow.
Willow, are you a student at Warren Elementary?
Yes.
And your name?
Ava.
Ava, are you a student at Warren Elementary?
Yes.
Are you, and
I'm Greta.
Greta, you're a student at Warren Elementary. Are you helping to organize this sorting out of the... Hi, this is Amanda, the children's librarian of the Warren Public Library. Are you organizing the sorting out of the...
No, it's really Shannon who's done the research about how to deal with the items that we pull out and how to make sure everything gets cataloged, photographed, eventually, cleaned and dried, photographed again, ready for display.
Okay.
But some of the 5th and 6th graders have been enlisted to help with the initial cataloging and describing of the items.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Yep. Thank you, young ladies.
I think we have a board, yeah, that can go with that.
probably not be able to pull it out.
Get back here. It's your history too. She told me. Now we gotta make a choice. We gotta choose if we're ripping it apart or not. Come on.
Looks like they're making a decision whether or not to rip apart the gondola or to try to pull it out.
We have to use these note cards and put the names. Statue. I know you said it's
Shannon is the call. They're gonna pop the top.
She said,
It looks like they've hooked the gondola to the excavator, and they are now attempting to lift it. The gondola is being lifted out. It is broken in half. The gondola broke in half, or maybe more than half. And you can now see into the gondola. It's half of the gondola, or a third of the gondola, is now on the hook and being lifted up. It broke apart as it was being lifted. You could see inside the gondola, which is filled with water. You can see the windows and the sides. They no longer will be able to lift the rest of the gondola. The rest of the gondola will have to be dug free. They're now dropping a pump into the gondola. There was a hubcap removed. They're looking for, oh, there's a tube of something. A member of the road crew is pulling things out of the gondola, which is just a bowl of soup, soupy water, dirty water. There's a pump inside the gondola now trying to get the water out. This could take a while. There's now quite a large crowd around the hole. I estimate there's probably at least 100 people here. Lots of children. It's a school day, but it looks like maybe some kids took off from school. Or maybe the teachers brought them here. They have some more pieces of the gondola being removed. Shannon is moving some of the stuff from the time capsule over to the tarp, where those items will be washed and identified.
They have to get the water out, I guess, and see what.
Alright, things are starting to stink. They're trying to stink. Yeah. They are.
Except deodorant isn't doing its job
Well, Jane Mansfield has held up very well.
Yes. Certain things are timeless, right?
Yes. It's sunny, but it's drizzling. I'm looking down at the tarp, and the Jane Mansfield water bottle is definitely prominent, along with 2 tennis balls, a hubcap, package of deodorant, a package of birth control pills, and a few other miscellaneous items that are hard to identify. There's a bottle cap. The Warren Elementary School children will be sorting these things out, cleaning them, and attempting to identify them. The digging around the gondola, the part of the gondola that remains in the ground, is being delayed until they can get the water out. They are pumping the water out, and when the water is pumped out, they will continue digging.
Hey, Barry. Good. How are you?
They're continuing to remove items from the gondola. There was a boot removed. Pieces of the gondola, a window frame.
I'm not surprised.
So I have Shannon here, who organized this event. Shannon, could you bring us up to date as where we stand on the dig?
Yeah, well, we dug, and we had a sneaking suspicion it was going to be wet, but it seems like it's maybe dug and planted on top of some sort of natural spring. I'm just kidding. It's just filling with water. Like if you're at the beach and you're digging your sandcastle with your kiddo and it just keeps coming up from nowhere, that's sort of our scenario. And we don't have a pump that is good enough to be able to like get all the water out at the moment. So someone's getting some buckets. We're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Build it just like you would your like fishing boat you use once a year. That's the plan.
Okay.
Have you mentioned the new time capsule yet?
No, I haven't. Will you tell us about the new time capsule?
You got it. So this time capsule clearly was created by a bunch of the people here. Most of them lived in Prickly Mountain. But our aim with this is that this is the catalyst to do a new time capsule where I'm going to attempt to put in their history correctly because it keeps changing. We're going to do it correctly, right, Carl? And then we're going to have people contribute all summer into our new time capsule that we'll bury in September. And it will coincide with some library events and some live music and different things. And it's on the same day as the Cemetery Walk library event, but we're going to do a burial.
So, will you attempt to properly seal the new time capsule?
What we're learning today is something that will be seared in my mind forever. You have to choose the correct materials when you're attempting to waterproof. Remember that. So yes, we're going to use like a giant sort of PVC like plastic, almost like an oil drum, but plastic with the top. Have 2 of those and we're going to fill them with items from our community. And Mahurans did say that they were going to put in a Twinkie, and we're going to debuff the urban legend of whether or not a Twinkie can survive 50 years. They're going to special order it because they don't actually sell Twinkies.
Thank you, Shannon.
Great.
By the time we came back, that was the last of the crew, and I think they had been at our house longer than they did me. But I think some I don't know, I never heard of it. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. There was like a I mean, it's a little bit of I don't know, your separation. Which kind of like, yeah, we needed like a guard.
I am talking with Skosh Norton, who was a member of the Prickly Mountain Float Committee building. Skosh, when did you arrive in Vermont?
1971. Well, I lived in Vermont when I was in college last year, but I came up here in 1971.
And the parade of 76 was not your first parade.
No, it was a fifth or something like that. It was a great one though.
It was a great.
Yeah, it was a great parade. Great float.
Tell us about your role in building the float.
I had some carpentry skills, so I was useful. And what is that real or is that? It can't be real.
Huh. That's an apple. So.
Yes, I was one of the crew. There were probably 35 people. Or 40.
Did you contribute anything to the time capsule?
I do not recall if I did, or if I did contribute anything, what it was.
That seems to be...
is that a common refrain?
That as things are pulled out, people recognize them.
Right.
But hardly anybody could remember having put that specific item in, except for Candy Bar. She knew what she remembered what she had put in.
I forgot. I only remembered one thing. I think it was Pierre put a check in there.
I don't suppose. Here's Pierre. Pierre, could you? I
made it that it would self-destroy.
But it was a grand gesture.
Pierre did put a check in the time capsule. fully intending for it to self-destruct.
Digging.
They're now bailing out water by hand from the time capsule. So it's a bucket brigade.
It's like a big car wheel.
Unless we put the gondola.
The gondola is at our feet here, is in many pieces now. The bottom half of the gondola is still
yes, I did.
in mud, in dirt, and unable to remove it. So they are attempting to pump the water out and to take the water out by hand.
Are you Ellen?
Yeah, you look very familiar. So
I haven't met Ellen yet.
way back machine. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was thinking
So-
down here. I haven't seen Hito in years.
The dig is now
He was here in '76.
coming close into having almost 2 hours, and it is
I just figured he might be here.
7 minutes after 1, May 19th, 2026.
Still in wind, if you can believe it.
And
Someone's got to do it.
the gondola has been uncovered.
I have
The top half broke off.
08. Built a house in stone. 25 years and raised a couple kids. And then got divorced and sold my house during the COVID, which was amazing. They were just, I got so much money for my house. It was unbelievable. And then I bought a place up on on the water. So I'm up there in the summer.
The crew has just pulled out a telephone book that is mushy. It was in a plastic bag. You could still read it a little bit, and they will attempt to preserve part of it, let it dry out.
So good stuff. Newspaper. Phone book. Rib. Oh, it's the same. It's like the exact same.
Ski Valley Acres.
Oh, I bet
They just pulled out a red Princess telephone.
Yeah, right.
A red
Now ask the kids how you make a call on that.
A red Princess telephone has been uncovered.
To figure out how to operate a dial phone. They did not figure it out. Is it dial?
A fishing lure.
A wind-up, I think it's a wind-up bird.
Yep.
A helicopter.
Actually, might have failed.
A wind-up toy in the shape of a bird.
Oh, yeah.
A red Princess telephone.
Try that out on the kids.
A red Princess telephone.
I'm not usually in the valley, and I was down here, and I'm sitting on my mom's couch, reading the Valley Porter, and I'm like, this is happening today?
The telephone number.
975.
Could you repeat that telephone number?
Before we had to do 802-496. Right.
Okay, 67. Yeah, there's a lot of numbers here. 671-975. So 1975.
That's not even Vermont.
Yeah, but I think this Oh, thank God we have the cord. 671-975. For a 6.
It looks like
5.
that's a date.
Oh, no, November.
76.
Oh, November.
Oh, it's a date, or is it?
What?
Sometimes you used to put the phone
76,
number.
1975. This is one weird date then.
Yeah, 1975, November 6th.
Oh, November 6th.
November 6th.
Then what's the 7th?
I don't know, 6 and 7. 1975.
November 6th.
Why would I love the date on it?
It's a little stuck. You want to try?
No, I mean,
Come on.
I have to have it.
I bet it will work.
I love that red Princess telephone.
And then we got
And a toy helicopter or something.
we said maybe like a, oh, kind of.
Been installed all those offshore for the Navy.
Oh yeah.
The gondola is coming apart,
5 years later, they took
piece
the
by
cast
piece.
drop in the ocean and replace them with the Virgin.
A plate.
It's still out there. Virgin is still out there.
Yeah.
It's a little wind turbine. It's like
What's that?
they were made F-150 in the small wind industry. I call it. It's incredibly cheap, it's reliable, and there's hundreds of
Mike
thousands
Berge.
of Mike Berge.
Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Like mud.
So like step one is like you can either do the card first, like or my name first. Or then you take a picture of it next to the card. I go for this on the Smithsonian. This is my room. This is my box of things, and then we have. I'm eventually going to need a.
Tennis ball.
String recording.
Tennis ball.
Don't let your dog go chasing them.
I know. She wants it. It smells extra special.
No problem.
I'm surprised it doesn't smell like flood. You know that flood mud smell?
Previous ones, yeah. You made these plates. I don't know.
Out of the plastic.
Yeah.
You would send it.
She's really good with her ears up. She has something about her eyes. I don't know. I'm like, really, it's a little homely. My mom calls her dad.
Still has the duct tape around the outside.
To drop it down.
They may be coming to the end of the search. There are two road crew members who are pulling things out. It's hard to tell whether they're pieces of the gondola or things that were put in there. Everything is covered with mud.
You were No, I never got a job. I never worked at NRG. I thought about it. I actually interviewed 5 or 6 years ago with Greg.
Shannon has got some paper item that's in a plastic bag. And there's looks like a yes.
Definitely something.
You want to go to the... It was something.
It was something.
Oh, a scraper. Do we think we wouldn't use it? That's more for paper.
Looks like a radio, remnants of a radio. Couple of boots. A telephone book.
Yeah, that's
So far, the best two items are the red Princess phone and the Jane Mansfield hot water bottle and candy bars box of contraception, birth control pills.
Did we not think they...
That's an ice scraper.
I'm pretty sure it would still work.
Plastic is forever, right? Bicycle tire, yeah.
They have an ice scraper, a bicycle tire.
gotten to my garter belt yet.
A shopping bag. Pennsylvania. They found a musical instrument. Does that say University of Pennsylvania? Does that say University of Pennsylvania? Is it a T-shirt or a book bag from the University of Pennsylvania? Well,
Where all three guys went, Tom, Jim, and Bill.
Oh, beer rings.
Yeah, those seem to have really... Yeah.
so there's a school bag from the University of Pennsylvania. Alex, who in the crew went to the University of Pennsylvania?
Jim, Bill, Trav, Ellen, all Demetrodonians, yep. I don't know if anybody else on Prickly went to UPenn.
At least 4 people went to the University of Pennsylvania.
And my guess is it was a book bag, it was Ellen's, not any of the boys.
It was Ellen Strauss's first 4th of July parade.
I think so, because she,
Yes.
she was in school. She brought her school bag and said, hey there.
Yeah, no, it floated right up to the surface. Came up like this.
Shannon has just told me that they found 2 ski passes. Two Sugar Bush ski passes. I had a ski pass.
Did you?
Yes. I think I still have it somewhere. So, there's a record, a Dylan album. Maybe the cover dissolved, but the album. They are attempting to get the base of the gondola out. And Shannon told me that the plan is to preserve as much of the gondola as possible and to incorporate it into the 4th of July float for July 4th, 2026. So they have the top and the sides, and they're now attempting to get the bottom out.
So this we think is the back. possibly a Bob Dylan record.
Could we see the names on them?
The guy's a little.
There's a phone book. Yeah, phone book from.
Phone books are good.
Yeah, phone book. Phone book's in the W. When it dries out, maybe able to find.
I'm going to clear the way for you.
Yeah, that would be
Would you all mind stepping just outside the camera's view? That would be appreciated. Thank you. Jordan, there's a camera right behind you. Just know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. Do your job.
She's taking them. Will you take these?
The guy's very visible, so somebody from 1978.
It looks like we're coming to the end of the process. The excavator is attempting to remove the bottom of the gondola from the hole in the ground. They think they've gotten most of the items out of the gondola, and they're going to attempt to lift the bottom shell out of the pit. If they can keep it intact. I'm moving closer to the hole. They have the chain on the bottom. It's coming loose. They have the chain hooked to the bar inside the gondola. That's the bar that you would have held as you exited the gondola above the seat. So all that I see now around the hole are pieces of the gondola.
Dean, or anybody we know?
I can see inside the hole, and what remains of the gondola is pretty much broken into pieces. There is that bar that you would use when you entered and exited the gondola to, hold on to. That is probably steel. That is being pulled out now, and it is free. It is, it could be the window frame of the gondola. It's metal. That's being removed from the hole. And I could see 3 more fiberglass pieces in the hole. So the dig has been going on now for 2 full hours, and it looks like they are close to completing the project.
Are there any more items in there, or just the gondola? You never know. surprised there weren't like bigger items. I guess that would have been more difficult.
They were just random.
Yeah.
There's no plan. Are you getting any pictures of the last pieces in the hole? Last pieces in the gondola?
I haven't been able to get over there, but I can take pictures with my phone.
They're removing some broken pieces of the gondola now in the basket. There looks like miscellaneous pieces of the gondola.
I don't think it was ever shot. The leader's still on it, so I don't think that
Shannon is holding a piece of the gondola, the bench. Go over to the camera, let him photograph that piece. This is Shannon is holding a piece of the gondola. It's probably a seat, a bench that someone sat on.
We were a lot smaller.
It's the largest piece of the interior that they've salvaged so far.
Everyone knows it. It's not right. I think they did that on purpose.
And then I was watching all the people standing.
I just did it.
A while ago, I'm like, I wanted to come
The last few items being removed are another piece of that musical instrument, the horn, the keys, and a couple of beer bottles. 3, 4, 5 beer bottles. More parts of the gondola. Fiberglass walls. So the dig has been going on now for 2 hours.
Oh, it says
reminding you,
my hands aren't cleaning it off.
my name is Carl Lobel with the Warren Historical Society, narrating the big dig in Warren Village on May 19th, 2026. The live streaming is from MRVTV, channels 44 and 45 of local access TV. I think at this time it would be an excellent idea to thank the Warren Road crew.
I just got a bunch of books.
That's the Inspector Marshall's, right? But the one that she just released is a co-op. Did you want to buy it? Yeah. She told me it was out, but I haven't gotten it. I think so.
I got sprayed with some mud. And so I was about to. That's part of that horn. They've got. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 pieces over there.
I don't know. What's it on?
It looks like the blade.
Maybe a collectible thing.
At the 2-hour mark, we're now just getting mud, rocks, and water. And
we don't know what it is.
it could be that everything is out. And they're now, there's now revealed,
I don't know that it says who's in it.
they've now revealed some power line.
I said, I know what the card says. Like this doesn't say that the Jane Mansfield water bottle belongs to Jim, but given to him by his mother, and Travis the one who put it. I think so, but they're recording it, yeah. Yeah. But when it comes back, I'll put this down on the map.
Put it down there.
Well, that's true.
Shortwave radio?
No, high five. Back in those days.
Yeah, that's and phone book. 76 dollars. Probably in there. There's a W. There's only the W's. Were you here in 76? I keep asking people, and I forget that it means that you would be.
I was in Ellis Hospital, Schenectady, New York.
You were getting born, you mean?
What's that? No. I was in a nasty car accident.
Oh dear.
I was in a coma.
Because I asked somebody earlier, and they go, yeah, I was in 2nd grade.
I was actually 18.
Tube amplifier. Was. Yeah. I have all kinds of old stuff. Yeah, a lot of guitar amps too. A lot of guys bought that old stuff.
And you know what? So, I mean, it would have to have been somebody who had because you didn't do that. Mark, 20% of the Mark. And then Mark and Eileen's.
That was part of the gospel. Yeah, I think that was the phrase they were in church.
Maybe it wasn't even
Did we decide what
It's a helicopter.
and what is the notes?
It's just a
Genesee. Guaranteed. These guys, what they did is in the bottom here, they had the negative of the bottle pack. There were twist offs, so you could use one bottle to open up the next.
Oh, nice.
Which is really cool.
You know what? I would love to find something with a.
What is it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Jenny,
You want me to go
99 cents a six pack.
Those are the days.
My dad used to drink Jenny cream ale by the case.
This is the Jenny beer. They don't even make it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool. The Bicentennial. That's very cool. That's a good idea.
Freaking mountain in the 70s.
This is my jar. See, I sealed it up with duct tape.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what remains.
But I didn't. I used the metal.
What was in it? Do you remember?
So you're saying this is Genesee beer, not the cream ale?
Beer. Just plain Tennessee.
I like that the duct tape held up, Jim.
Yes, I know.
That's good stuff.
That's impressive.
Duct tape is great, but the
Metal ring.
but the metal, it was a Hellman's.
There's nothing in it?
Yeah. No, it had
Writing.
letters and stuff.
Oh. They didn't survive. Yeah. Pretty cool. Did you figure out whose two patches they were?
Yes.
But that's not him. Oh, Mark. Yeah, Mark Heckler. Mark Heckler.
Eileen and Mark Heckler.
Sorry.
Are we filling the hole back in? Looking for my garter belt.
I'm almost keep this out for
Apparently, I signed up. I know. I think this is kind of like
You're doing it left-handed. So we want, I'm going to give the microphone to Shannon. And she's going to do a wrap-up of the events of the day.
All right. Interview style?
Sure.
All right.
So Shannon, how'd the day go?
You know what? It was full of surprises, but one thing was known, and that was that it was going to be waterlogged and full of dirt. So we accomplished that. And then we have been finding some really interesting artifacts. And I'm not sure if anyone's noticed, but today in this, there's a lot of things going on right now politically and in our world that are really similar to 1976 right now. But this is proof that positive things can happen and that history does repeat itself. However, we are still innately good and we're doing great things, especially in Warren. So I think that's one of the most important things.
So the dig is over and it's been 2 hours. The road crew is filling in the hole. I think we should take this opportunity to thank the road crew for their efforts. They did a remarkable job.
Yep, I worked closely with Andrew, who's the head of the road crew, and he did a really fabulous job. Basically, we just walked over here one day, and he was like, whatever you need, my guys will be here. We'll sort it out for you. So, I mean, there's nothing better than that. Also, Rebecca, our town administrator, she was full in for this, you know. She helped me find the correct things, like this tarp and various other things. And then we also have the fire department who came in, and they're going to let us take over a bay for a little while we process this. I'm going to do another Google of the Smithsonian and see what to do with soggy paper. But once we figure out this stuff, I'm going to try respectfully to clean it off with Carl, and this will eventually go on display throughout the summer, and then we will be letting you guys know about the new time capsule that we're going to bury in September and the details on how you guys can contribute to the next 50 years.
I think we should also like to thank the Prickly Mountain float builders, the people who initiated the burial of the time capsule that we've dug up here. Many of the members of that crew are here today and helped us identify the items. And it was actually like a Prickly Mountain reunion. And we're very pleased with the way things went.
Yeah.
We got lots of artifacts to look at. Well, thank you. I think I'm going to
I need to thank you. Let's thank Carl, dude, the voice of Warren right here, brother. Mwah.
Thank you. So, anybody interested in joining the Warren Historical Society? We need new members. We need donations.
The third Wednesday of every month.
Tomorrow is the meeting.
Holy smokes, I forgot already. Here we go.
In any event, if you would like to contribute to the Warren Historical Society, I just come to the town clerk's office, talk to Brent Adams, and
it's $10 a membership, y'all, and you're supporting things like today.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. I'm going
to get a drink of water.
A cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee. I got some here.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, just right now, we're going to put it in a bag, clean it up. I'm going to Google soggy paper and I'll find the keys and find your tag. And then we're going to clean it all up, and then we have upstairs at the library, we have display cases.
Okay, yeah.
So,
in there.
Totally.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we'll put it display. But I was hoping to host a barbecue or something to get you guys together. And we could do a day where you guys tell stories and we sort of reminisce about this, so I can get your stories and your histories.
Really unfair.